And good morning, everybody. It's Monday, and we got a case of the Mondays. All right, I gotta slightly fix my setup here. The stupid remote play did the thing again where it's saying, oh, too many login attempts, basically, and that to try again later when it's like the first login attempt I've made. Um, Apparently, internet connection can have a problem with this too. So maybe I just need to do a speed test before trying to go live, like let it stabilize and then go in. I don't know. But that's getting really annoying, and it's really odd that it just started happening um within like what, the last week and a half. Very annoying. Sony, fix your shit. Uh so what happened this weekend? Well, Saturday, and I'll get more into it probably a little bit on the second account, but I was going to farm to try to get Primos for Malvika. Well, Saturday, I took a nap, woke up, went in. I was like, oh, I should do my stuff. So I went into Genshin on my main, and then I went into Star Rail because that's on my main profile for the PlayStation. And I just sat there playing Star Rail after, because I hadn't really had the chance to sit down and just, do the combat event for the Fate collab or anything like that. So I was like, you know what, that's fine. Forrest and I had a little date night and stuff like that. So, I had stuff to do, real life stuff, whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? That's fine. Sunday, I can just. I had one thing I wanted to do Sunday, and then I would just sit down and farm. That would have been fine. Um, that didn't happen. So that weird like summer cold or whatever, and even Forrest has said this has been weird because whatever it is, like I'm not like outright coughing like excessively or anything like that. I'm not sneezing, but I do feel like congested. And sometimes you can hear it in my voice where it sounds like I'm very stuffed up. I've had my throat be scratchy a little bit, but I thought that was more of excessive use because of, streaming, I'm talking a lot and stuff. So I was like, okay, but I've just been stupid exhausted, just wanting to just go back to sleep. So Sunday when I woke up, originally it was like at 10. And then I was like, nope, I'm sleepy. I'm going to go back and take a nap. And I took another nap. And I think I laid down 3 times total or something like that. But like, it was crazy how much I actually slept to the point where the final time I laid down, I think it was like at 4 or something like that. And I woke up at 8. So I was very, very tired. Um, I managed to do dailies, like very quick dailies on Genshin, but I didn't like try to sit there and farm because that would have really messed me up. So we have 8 pull right now on the second account. we'll obviously do some farming. Today is going to be a slightly shorter stream. I am ending at noon as I am going to go chill out with a friend of mine. Because it's been a while since we hung out. So she actually contacted me Friday asking if that was good. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, it is good. So that's pretty much what's happening. And it's also that feeling of dread. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I said it. I was like, it's not looking good for getting Malvika.
Add Astra.
I don't know. I cannot. 30 minutes on those and then 5 hours on that. That tells you how late I got on yesterday. And that's okay. This done? No. Alright, well. Ooh, my frames are pretty bad right now, so hopefully that'll correct itself. So hopefully, we can see an early or something. But, like, there was a sense of dread of, you know, touching that 60 pity. Come on, game. Because we aren't even at 60 yet. We're like at 58 or something. And the fact that it took 85 to even see it on the Skirk banner, I don't have high hopes at all. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that it feels like the second account is cursed. And I don't say that lightly. You know, I said it jokingly before, but it does feel it. It does feel it, because now both times with Malvika, I've come up Bupkiss. And I kind of need a Pyro DPS, I'm not gonna lie. But it's like, well, you got C6 Gomming, you can use Gomming. I think my Gomming's C4 on that account, by the way, not C6. And I was like, yeah, I could use Gomming, but I really don't like Plunge. It's one of the reasons, like, I know I can run around with Veresa, and Veresa's kind of fun, but she's also Plunge. Is that the NPC? That sounded weird. You know, I don't know. It's just that feeling of, you know, you put all the work in, and now you feel like you have to have certain units to do content. And it shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way whatsoever. And that brings me into kind of the title of the stream. It's not just referring to Malvika, it's actually referring to my main account with an Effa. And I had been watching a couple videos from content creators who got onto the creative server. So they got to test out an Effa and whatnot. The only thing that I haven't seen that's kind of irking me in those tests is that they're not showing the non-signature weapons outside of like just your typical, oh, throw a fab on it. So I don't even know what I could use as an offset weapon. Offset, non-signature, whatever you want to call it, weapon, because they're not doing that. Now, we did watch a streamer break down with a calculator how much damage, like, C1, R1 is going to be in terms of for Nefa, and the reason why I'm going, with my main account is that, oh my god, stop lagging! That's a weird-ass lag. And she didn't kill it. Interesting. That's actually really interesting. Anyway. But it sounds like Anefa is going to be another Emily Escoffier situation. That basically she is the piece to a later character. Now, with Emily on my main, because I do have her, I did not get that piece. I did not grab Kinich, because I didn't like his gameplay. But I did go for Escoffier. And unlike Emily, I was guaranteed, first of all, I was guaranteed Escoffier because I lost on Veresa. And that was a cool, if I get Veresa cool, I can upgrade my Electro DPS from Sino to her. But if I lost, that just means I got Escoffier for Skirk, and that was fine. But then I went, what does the weapon do? I'm curious, what does the weapon do? And I think, did that just flash red? Trying to keep an eye on my ping. What does the weapon do? And I read the weapon. I was like, oh, the weapon would actually be really good for early in terms of support for early Kino. So I went for the weapon. And then Forrest mentioned, it's like, what does the C1 do? We read the C1 and it's just like, oh, that's actually really good. Let's grab the C1. So I grabbed the C1. Unlike Escoffier, I don't have the resources to go C1 R1. Now, granted, I got lucky on Escoffier too, and got both the R1 and C1 very early. But I don't have the funds to actually do that. I'm gonna let this sit for a second. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me just take another look at my speed. No, that's about where it was. This is just a really bad connection with the remote play, I guess. And I just saw it jump. So this is... Ugh. Loving it. So just to show, we have +1. All right. Shop. There we go. 36 wishes in total. Definitely not enough to see a 5-star. And drumroll, please. At 0 pity. So, yeah. We're gonna have our work cut out for us on this account. We're on 50-50 and everything to even try to get an Effa. And Effa sounds like she's going to be in that situation, like I said, the other piece for Flynn's. Out of all the characters I've seen for Nod Cry, Flynn's was the one I went, I want him. He looks awesome. I need him. But the fact that he does... Now, granted, Anefa also, again, I can use her with newbie, and that's why I do want her. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to, you know, get C0, let alone C1, R1. You know what I mean? But Luz, this is your main account you're talking about. You can swipe. The wallet might say no. Whoa. And I've mentioned it before, when I do swipe, now Skirk's weapon was an exception because I had been waiting for Skirk. That anytime I want to top up, it's literally going to be for Nuvolette and his constellations. And I'm only missing 2, and I would love to get him C6 the next time he comes around. So I do want to plan for that instead. Now, the reason why I'm saying this whole thing about, it's like, well, do you necessarily need an Effa for Flynn's? And the answer might be no. It's just going to be like a situation that is just going to make him much better. Like in the way Escoffier or Emily do. I think it's probably going to be more of an Escoffier situation than Emily.
Bow your head. At first, the flavor.
I got careless.
Ew. I apologize for the frames. I don't know why it's so bad right now. And I don't dare just go, oh, I'm going to restart the remote play because I had problems logging into it to begin with. Hi, hon. How you doing? So yeah, there is that issue with Anefa and Flint's on the main account. Because I did originally said if I lost the 50-50 on Anefa, I was going to save for Flynn's. Because the stronger the rumor mill is right now is that he is in the first half of 6.0. Still no guarantee on that, but that's what the rumor mill is kind of putting down right now. Why? Long meeting, but not a lot of work waiting for me. So pretty good. Nice. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. No, you already had your chance. You could have acted me while I was up there. So yeah, it kind of coming down like for me that I do really want Anefa on this account to boost Flynn's. I don't know what to do about a weapon though. But it does sound like she wants EM or attack. From what I've seen, she wants more EM than attack. But if I could get away with like doing EM pieces on her artifacts versus the weapon, I could throw on Calamity Queller. Since I do have it. But at the same time, too, I do have the Jade Spear. So I could, if it's more of a DPS route, because her weapon is crit damage. Now, granted, we won't have the passive that is freaking insane, but, you know, just trying to piece some stuff together. And again, the stuff that I had seen for the few videos I watched on Anefa didn't show any other weapons outside of Favonius, basically. And I thought we were trying to get away from, oh, we need everybody with Favs.
Silence.
Goose on the loose. Off to the... Into the void.
Miscalculated.
The Nightlamp Polearm is running in the weapon banner again. I think that might be an okay weapon for her. I do have one of those. I think I have an R2 or R3 of that, of the shovel. So, maybe? Maybe, because she does like EM, maybe I'll grab a Fjords off the battle pass this time around. Because that is a polearm I don't have. Excuse me. Bubbles. But we were going for a set of Gilded Dreams still to throw on her. That's another thing I'm kind of, that's, all right. So this is the thing that's actually really irking me when it comes to Anefa versus the other characters that are similar to her, like Emily or Escoffier. Emily and Escoffier both had artifact sets already released. So you could get their sets and build them up and have them set for their partner, basically. It's a strong impression from a lot of content creators right now, especially the ones that are following more of the rumor mill than me, that there will be a relic set coming out for Anefa when Nodcry comes out. So you're releasing a character for the new region prior to the new region, so we don't have their proper set. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know, Gilded Dream seems to work fine for her. Cool. Both videos I did watch from the creative server had the new Abyss basically in it. So unless Hoyo changes it because of the for the creative server or whatever, there is a new boss in there that seems to require electro charge, or rather lunar charge. doesn't that create more FOMO? And honestly, more predatory than a character like, I would say like Skirk, because if you had Risley, you have no problem with that ice boss. If you have Ayaka, you have no problem with that ice boss. Well, what happens if you don't? Well, Forrest proved that you could use Chaska of all characters, but like an Animo DPS with some cryo, and you can get through that boss just fine. I missed that. I missed this one, didn't I? My dum dum. I'm a dum dum. So that's just my actual problem with Anefa's initial release. It does feel a little bit more predatory if that boss is in the abyss. If they take that boss out, first of all, why the hell would you have it in the creative server?
Settle down.
A dash of frosting.
That's Neuvillette.
Paradigm shift.
Picked the wrong test subject.
So at the very least, with everything that's coming out for the next patch, I should be able to get her, I think, a little bit comfortably. Maybe. But at the same time, the thing that needs to be pointed out in terms of exploration and whatever, this is not the summer zone. Let's call it what it is. It's the final zone of Natland. This is not a random summer zone that we got fully for like Simulunka. So when they're going, oh, it's permanent, it's really, it is and it isn't. Because it's not the summer event itself, like area itself. That is just the last part of Natland. Because they were like a zone behind for some reason. Farina, get stamina.
Ah.
Thank you. So there's a lot of primos actually technically missing at this point. And that's what makes me more fearful for like my second account, because that is free to play, and you can see how much exploration I do have left in all the zones. I don't know how you managed to do that, Boar, but fuck off. I'm hitting the button and the boar is just ramming into her. I don't know what it is about this game lately and the input's not obeying, but it needs to stop. Okay. All right. So we don't have that much resin right now. Like I said, I got on the game late yesterday. So I could do my bosses, which I really don't want to do with my connections being dumb. So I guess it would be doing some some ley lines. Oh, let's go to my teapot really quick.
This realm is. If you ever have.
Okay, now just to make sure, the thing I wanted to put out here, I should have everything for that, but I went looking on here. Now, when we were looking through stuff on my second account, we saw one that was for Skirk, right? I don't think it was one I bought either, but I bought everything out of Tubby's thing, um, except for the ones for the characters I don't have, like Malvika and Kaniche. Yeah. So that's all the stuff so I should have all the recipes unless it was something I found. But I'm pretty sure I saw it in the shop. So very weird. I gotta like I could grab this one. I think I have all the pieces for it for the most part. I could grab this. Even though it's only for Lynette. That was the one I wanted to put out. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to buy those. I'll have to do that tomorrow. I forgot I was missing 2 bushes. Oh, looks like I got some of these things. Like I said, I was trying to make sure I had enough to do Enefa and finish out Auroron. I guess Natlan. All right, let's go to this one first, and then I'll make my decision. I probably should do Mora just because I'm gonna need more of it than anything else, but I am running kind of low on books in the long run. 5.7, almost 400. I'll do books today. I'll do books today.
At first, the flavor. A little amusement. Into the void. Prepare yourself. That was quick.
You know, yeah, we'll use condense. That's fine. That's fine. All right, we stay closer to the road, stay away from the Wyab, even though the Wyab's probably gonna freaking come after me all the way over here. You guys are brave.
All right,
Settle
let's
down.
finish this pinnacle of excellence. A dash of fearless. Another star goes out. That was quick.
guy doing? He like ran backwards in a circle and then reset himself.
Silence!
At first, the flavor. A little of this. Fearless.
Is there a reason
Into
you
the
didn't do that?
Disgusting.
So again, I held down the button to do Skirk's burst, and she just stood there. No, you're underground. You're underground. You're above ground. The 22nd isn't going to work well as it's move-in week and I'll have to work the 23rd. So I'll forfeit overtime if I take it off. Okay, so do you want to try to do something like the week before or something like that? Like we can always change like the day we celebrate it and stuff like that to make it work out.
Goose on the loose. A dash of frosting. Fearless. Paradigm shift.
One more? Question mark? Yes. Might as well just use all the condensed I have. Week after work better, I'm guessing, as we will. If you want to do it for like the next week to have a day off to do our anniversary stuff, we can do that. Oh, it's way down here. I don't know where I'm running to then.
Show me your move. Off to the freezer. The pinnacle of excellence. Fearless. Into the void. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Yippee! Okay, let's not do that. Okay, the crucify trap is now done. I told you to stop navigating. Stop navigating. You asked if that worked better? Okay. Sounds good to me. What wins today? Wow, it's actually very close, but it's the Fatui that wins.
A dash of frost. Extinguish. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Okay.
Think about it.
Actually, oh shit, you know what? I don't know if this is gonna be enough for the, resin. I don't think it is. Yeah, it was only 2. That means I gotta do yucky commissions.
Time itself. levels aren't rising, are they?
Settle down.
Off to the freezer! Merciless! Another star goes out! A burst of flavor!
What the frick was Skirk was it just because of all the electro on the water that she almost died?
Silence.
A dash of frosting! Fearless! Into the void!
Withdraw.
Now we can just hand in the other two. Back to Fontaine. Oh, we got the ores back. So we'll get those. I'm not gonna bother worrying about the Mora. I almost said Gil. Not worrying about the Gil.
Thank you for
Alright. Da-da. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything to hand in for Gilded? We have one. And it's shit. Cool. How come the easiest things I'm supposed to be able to get, the flower and feather, are the two things that I'm actually missing for an Anefa build? Now, again. Okay, I'm missing a Sans. Excuse me. Now, this was the thing that came up. Am I going to want EM? I mean, I think I am. And if that's the case, I need to take Shinobu's. So as long as I'm not using Kuki, it's fine. We have crit damage here, which is okay. If I throw the Jade Spear on her, it'll be fine. I could bum Alhatham's piece too. Like, I could just bum Alhatham's pieces as well. I have 2 EM Sands. Probably lean more towards that one. And I have nothing with, like, EM on it. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, well, Haytham's has EM in it, thankfully. So what I might do is I might actually try to farm some more Gilded. This is the offset anyway. What do I have for EM Sands? I mean, like, probably all my good ones are in use, right? Well, I mean, that's on Aoife. I can take that off Aoife. And then we don't talk about Cosmos. What's this one? That just has crit. Really? That's all I have for EM? Jesus Christ. My EM is, my goblets are so bad. But if we use, let's see. Out of curiosity, we want EM, crit rate, crit damage. Just curious. Or you could use Lolly's old sounds. There's quite a few EM pieces I have that are double crit, actually. Do I have one that has attack in it? I mean, that has 62 flat attack. This one does. Alright, let's see what this rolls into. Okay. We like that. Okay, attack percent. I'm not gonna sneeze at it. Come on, crit. Okay, crit rate. Lot of crit rate. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if I run Jade Spear, that's crit rate, and I might be able to flip to a crit damage headpiece, which is what she's on right now, I think. Right? Yeah. So let's go back to Gilded. But it does have attack percent. As is this. I'm going to keep her on this one for right now because it has the higher attack percent. I wish it had EM in it, but do something like this and then have the other two pieces be EM, which, you know, put a pin in it. We have to use Kookie's goblet, which is offset for Kookie. Which is offset for Kookie. Do have an electro damage, but it's really not going to do much of anything. So where's Shinobu? That is the offset. So she could take. Yeah, you have minor elemental recharge. Defense doesn't help you, and it's just the crit stats. So she could take Aoife's just for the pure elemental mastery of it, and I can give that one to an Effa. All right, we'll put a pin in that. I'll still try to like strong box some stuff, but that might be as good as I'm going to get. And I think I would have to run her with the Jade Spear for damage. But what does... Where's the polearm user? I leveled this for you. Energy recharge. It is energy recharge. For some reason, I was thinking it was attack. So we have this as the option. Like, nobody's on the Jade Spear right now. Why is nobody on the Jade Spear? Oh, because I put Emily on the Calamity Queller. That's why. Yeah, that works. All right, I'm going to flip to the second account because we gotta start some farming. I think I'll still do Star Rail at lunchtime, but after Star Rail, that'll be the end of stream. Since I have plans with a friend of mine, so I will be right back, y'all. There we go. Okay, just make sure I unmuted it. And it already lost connection to the remote play. Awesome. I love that. I love that for me. No reason it should have done that at all. Okay. So, let's grab these. And there's a reason I left this alone. And it was to show the event wishes. I was wrong about the 4 stars. Well, I was right about Sing Show. That was pretty much inevitable. Fischl, I'm not really surprised because it's been a little bit since she reran, because she reran with Nouvellette. Sethos, I'm a little bit surprised. But again, Sethos, I don't think reran since Nahida, because I think it was Nahida. I think it was him, Sincho, and Kuki. So again, it's been a little bit, but there's a reason why I'm surprised it's those two as opposed to the two I thought it was going to be, and that's Aoife and Auroron. Now, yeah, it wasn't too long since either of them were on banner. Aurora had his rerun alongside Aoife's debut and stuff like that. But they're the ones that cater to Electrocharge. So I'm very surprised that they're not on the banner for this lunar Electrocharge kind of situation. What does that mean for my accounts? Well, my main account, the 4 stars don't matter. I don't have any interest in Sethos, and I have both Cho and Fischl at C6. So that's just more fodder towards Enefa. Well, what does that mean for this account, my free to play account? Well, that's the question. Because either way, I think we have to roll on this banner. If we get Malvika, I want to go for Sitlali because that's like one of her best playmates. If we don't, we have our guarantee and we could start on having the quote unquote new meta, whatever you want to call it, with getting an Effa. She might not be usable for the current people I have, but again, she's supposedly going to enable Flynn's to do more damage, like in a similar vein of Escoffier and Emily towards Skirk and Kniech. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to jump onto and basically have the player piece in play for when I get the next part, not necessarily for the immediate. Because like Forrest and I were still racking our brains what to do on this account in terms of if we got NFA. Because it's like, oh, well, you could definitely run her with Chaska because Chaska would actually end up doing all the elements that are in her party. So we were like, yeah. And we both keep wanting to use Auroron because he caters to Electrocharge. But it's like, okay, well, if you take out Auroron, you put in Nefa, that's fine. It's like, no, you put in a Nefa and have Auroron there. And it's like, but you need a healer for Farina. And that's always the trip up when we try to make the team comp. We want to use Auroron, but in doing so, we end up for some reason negating the healer that Farina needs. So it kind of comes down to, well, what else could you do? It's like you just don't use Auroron, which kind of sucks. I still want to find a way to use him, especially like on my main. I think I could get away with it because the whole point on my main account when trying to utilize the lunar charge is actually going to be using Nuvolette without Farina because Farina seems to be wanting to slot into other teams like Skirk. But does that mean we can do something like Chaska, Farina, Anefa, and Bennett? That could do like an overvape thing. That could work. Heck, I could even still use Charlotte. And the only reason I haven't done Thrilling Tales Charlotte is because Harlot, wow, sorry, Charlotte. Charlotte is a hungry girl when it comes to energy, so I have to give her Fab. So there are things I can do. And originally, like I said, I was just going to just save whatever on this part of the patch and just go for the weapon on the Chaska Mulani side. And I almost want to say that's a bad idea. Like not necessarily like going for them. That's not the bad idea. It's the saving aspect of it. Huh. So I think regardless of the fact that if we do not get Malvika, we will pull on Enefa. If we do get Malvika, we will pull on Sitlali. And what does that mean for other DPSs going forward? Well, I still don't know how, like, it's still the rumor mill that Flint is going to be an on field DPS or whatever. So it could be possible that he's not. I doubt it. But, I don't know anything that far down the rabbit hole. Um, but it kind of comes down to maybe I don't get, if I go for Sitlali because we got Navika, then maybe I don't go for Flynn's on this account, but I go for a different character. Because I do want to try to keep the DPSs different on my both of my accounts. And again, my main account is a little bit different. If I'm like, man, that character's a lot of fun, I'm gonna pull for them. because I do have better characters I can supplement and do other things with. I can afford to go funsies a little bit. Yeah, the 4 stars aren't terrific. How many? Okay. I only meant to leave the banners active, not everything. Oh, let me grab this too. Because I was bad on my second account's logins, and I'm going to be losing out on Mora. Why are you saying I did it yesterday? I'm going to be losing out on a lot of things, apparently. Oh well. I'll try to be better. I really wish they would give more XP books than the weapon XP. Weapon XP is way too easy to get. It just takes more effort. Alright, well, let's see. Like I said, we got A-Wish here. No, I don't think we'll have a second one after I do dailies. But we should be at like 58 or something like that. But this should be a 4-star. So hopefully we can get Eonson. 30, 40, 50, 55. Yeah, 58 is where we're at. It's the 4-star. And we got our C6. That's, you know what? Even if we don't get Malvika, we got what we wanted. Oh, actually, I'll take that back. We will get a wish when we're done here. But there we go. We have C6 Eonson. So awesome. And I still have been working on Veresa's artifacts and stuff like that, so we can try to get her on the plunge set. Alright, well, let's go do our artifact route. Oh, I was saying I can do expedition for this account.
Add Astra.
Alright, how bad is it for the Mora for you? 4 hours? Still kind of bad. I gotta remember to do Fontaine Rep. Do not let me forget that. I would really like to get closer to getting that compass. We'll also go back to bygone eras. I did not finish the story, I don't think, so... Oh.
Take me up.
Now, I will question, if I do go for an Effa on this account, what the heck do I use on her? Because I don't have the shovel on this account. So is it one of the situations like I did with Chaska where it's just like, hey, let's go on the weapon banner and see what we get? Although when I did it for Chaska, it was another bow and it was actually usable for her, unlike the Sitlali weapon versus a polearm.
Ignorant and vulgar. Did I scare you?
No, but I want to know why it feels like I'm doing no damage to you again. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. But yeah, we'll try to finish out the Bygone Era stuff. And I'm glad she didn't take damage there, because she didn't want to plunge. Although it might be because I was out of stamina. In which case I ask, how the heck did I get out of stamina when I wasn't... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Go! You're free now! Not too far.
Breaking news! Smile! Let's fly! Locked on!
You! Stop backing up!
Open fire! Open fire!
I don't know what it is with the computer lately doing that too. Like, this spot in particular, the dude that spawns up here will just keep like backing up over here. And I don't know why. Now again, thankfully he didn't do the thing where he like healed himself like 3 times. With no idea how he's doing that. No, not that way around. There you go. I'm gonna go check in the teapot when I go in there. Just to double check to make sure I wasn't going crazy, that I did see Skirk on one of the items. But if it's one I already have, there's a chance I looked at it like I could place stuff down already, and it was something I found in a treasure chest that I might have missed on my main. That is completely possible. Or if I was mistaking Skirk for somebody else. Or somebody else for a Skirk. There we go. I can speak in complete sentences in the right order. What are you talking about?
Open fire! Locked on! Bullseye! Locked on!
Went too far.
You had no health. How did you stay alive? No. Okay, sure. We'll say I got it. That was quite the leap. Yeah. No, game. Thank you. So is everyone excited for Nod Cry coming up? Or at the very least excited for the final part to Natlan for exploration?
Another test subject. Suffocate. The wrong subject.
is.
Take me up.
Do 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 do.
Take me up.
You better run, pig. Potato. That always feels good. All right. Well, unfortunately, we have to spend resin in order to get the wish. So we'll just go use our condensed and see if we get anything from this domain for Verizon.
Time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Time to say hello. Farewell.
Shoot! Bomb! Let's run! Bullseye! Locked on! Bullseye!
Not looking good.
Let my name echo in song!
Go. You're free now. Be free.
Breaking news! Say cheese! Locked on! Open fire!
Okay, that could be good. Wrong set, but it could be good.
Let the world come alive!
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
Smile! Shoot! Ball! Ha! Locked on! Bullseye!
Don't you go into your thingy. All right, one more. Okay. No.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Time to say hello. Farewell.
Say cheese! Breaking news! Let's fly! Bullseye!
And nope. Nope. Oops. Not mean to do that. Well, I guess we do one more.
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive!
Go! You're free now. Not too far now.
Smile! Hard-hitting ha! Open fire! Open fire!
Okay, circle's the one we want. Circle. Alright, let's flipperino the parties here. This should be enough, I think. Where's Dory? There she is. Game. How? 5 on Chongers.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Alright, so 59. Nope. 60. Nope. So freaking fleeting, chat.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Alright, let's go do... Let's do my reputation since I'm here right now. Let's go do that. Let's hope I have butter. Barrel conchs, I should have some. And killing the clockwork mecha. Immune to pyro, we're good.
Shower me with praise!
Tell me what you see.
Oh, my camera! Shoot! Boom! Let's fly! Locked on! Locked on!
Let's see. I think I'm on the hydroculi compass. Vulnerable to Animo. I mean, Chaska laughs in your face still, but okay, we'll change to Veresa. Yeah. Invulnerable to Electro. Okay.
Gonna be epic.
I'm gonna go this way. Nope, well, there's a puzzle I haven't done yet.
Hard hitting exclusive. Strike a pop. Huh? Everybody stand back. Ha! Open fire! Open fire! Knock him down.
Ow!
Truth bomb!
I'm gonna check your stuff later, Benny. It didn't feel like you were doing nothing. Run.
Want me to join?
So 200-ish. What do we get over here? 40. Yeah, that ain't gonna. Why were the quest ones worth like so little? I should have some butter. I think I bought some the last time I needed to do this. I have a little. I should probably go buy some at the store in Mondstadt. I can't see. Oh my god, that is so small. Okay, it is above ground. That's fine. Why, game? Why are you climbing on everything?
Fontaine. Please, watch your step.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast without...
Farewell contest, yes. Ugh. And then just the clockwork mecha.
Go! You're free now! He's free!
Open fire!
And no reputation. I think we're just like a couple shy. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's the Oceanic quest. Oh, there we go. There's bygone arrows. Follow. So we need the narwhal. Where is the narwhal? There it is. Okay, I did that. I think that was the thing with the ball. Oh, well. Thank you, narwhal. I meant to go check that too, actually. What is happening? Okay, well, clearly I'm supposed to get shot in a certain direction. Okay. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't I already do that? Turn the flying bird places. Okay. So now what? No, I know the thing is over there. It doesn't do anything now. Oh, I already got what's out of you. Okay. Why? Ah, that was the red light, green light. Okay. There's something. I hate trying to fight with the squid. Let's grab this, and then we'll grab the squid down here. Oh. Oh my god, Farina. Eight out of 20. Now where did you go? Oh my. Ugh. Well, that was a red herring. The squid does nothing. Okay, this reset itself. So what am I missing from that? Or am I supposed to like... Or am I supposed to like line it up and then blast through it? Okay, it's the same. It still shows it. But from the whale's point of view, it wasn't. There's a more thing over here. Hang on. Nope. Or is it this bird? No, you're just gonna continue flying? I can't, like, freeze you in place? Oh, wait, now you're in place. Is there another bird I'm missing then? It's you. You. Why are you still zipping? Okay, they're flying. They're doing the thing. Okay, where is this going? Such a pretty spot. Go do your thing, bird. Why? Why did I have to jump out and touch you? Is there one more I'm missing? Probably. The question is where? You're in place, you're in place. That looks like another puzzle that I've done. I heard an oculi pop too. Yeah, that's right. Stomp your foot in the water, Paimon. It's below me, though, right? Okay, there was this. I couldn't figure this out. I would like to, because there's a Lux chest here. So what's not getting connected? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Because this one's like... Actually, there's two of them. That's not glowing, but it's moving. This one's not moving. But it looks like it's got a connection to it. again, it shouldn't be too far away from it, whatever the solution is. Because he's all grooving. Got the dude grooving up here, and you got the two down here. And, like, I can turn this. It's like, I'm not really sure what's wrong with this dude. Is there anything down below, maybe? Huh? No, nothing in there, so it's not like somebody was trapped in there. You're facing that way. Okay, so they're facing towards them. This one's still not moving, but I can't do anything about that one. So they're like facing like this. That makes such a weird sound. All right, where am I on the map? We're gonna check the interactive map. And this is a Lux chest. Excuse me. Oh wait, is this Sea of Bygone Eras? So we are on this map. We are over on this one. From left to right, open the sea shells and rotate the flower to the correct position. And clear the enemies to free the last octopus. Okay, but it's not letting me rotate that one. Alright, so let's see. So from left to right. Okay, we opened that. This one had an octopus in it. He's jamming. Let's See if we can move Farina. He's jamming. We can't do anything about him. And this does not rotate. So he should be all set, because he's the one that's actually doing the thing. Right? There is no other one in the center. And then we freed him. We defeated the enemies to free him. And we can't interact with him. And we can't spin this. Alright, you know what that means. It's time for YouTube. Yay! We can do this. Da, 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 da. So he's automatically doing the thing by the looks. Okay. So then they're going to the middle. They don't do anything. Now they're gonna clear out the enemies to free the squid. Yeah, go rock out, dude. So it's doing the thing that mine's doing. Oh, it shows there's dancing. Is mine dancing? No. And then for this one in the middle, I just want to see where it rotates. Okay, they want it facing one of them. And it shows it facing to the one to the left. So we're gonna rotate this. Okay. So the animation on mine, I guess, is bugged. Because on theirs, it shows this one, like, dancing too, and it's not. So, I don't know. But thank you, interactive map. Alright, let's do what we know will give us primos. We'll get stuff on the way. And what are we looking at right now? 101. Still pretty. Well, that's just not fair, game. Okay, cool. You say I got it wrong. Ooh, the pixels. Awesome, awesome. We got the teleporter in here. Looks like there is... Oh, I wonder if that's the one I couldn't get. Cat. Trust me, he says, this is going to attack me.
Time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
Hard-hitting exclusive. Take me up. Bullseye. Locked on. Locked on.
Well, that's just not fair.
Strike a pose.
Time to say hello. Be free.
Say cheese.
God damn it, Brina.
Breaking
By
news.
Brina, I mean,
Lightning, echo, and
Charlotte.
sound. Let's fly.
Didn't get the energy. Stop! Just let me kill it! Uh-oh. Well, what about the cat? Where'd the cat go? Oh, there's the cat. As long as you're safe. I want to pick him up and cuddle him. No, don't scare the kitty. So now the kitty can no longer breathe underwater unless it can because it's spontaneous. Wasn't aware I had to do a rhythm game here. I hit that. I should actually see if I'd finished this on my main. I don't think I did. But I don't remember doing that. we're just flying in the sky. Okay, so I'm missing 2 of those. Meow meow. I wish you could bring Osei to the teapot. Like over to the back or something. Yeah. There we go. I knew they lost all their memories. Meow meow. Yay. And the best part, pet him. Pet the kitty. Yeah. Best game ever. Alright. I don't know what else we're gonna do. 61. It's not building Malvika, that's for sure. And like I said, I don't have the compass, so I don't know what I'm missing and where. You zoom out. We should have gotten everything, right? Actually, let's go check the statue. Let's go see how much we need for the statue. We're missing 5 for the statue. Do we have anything for the fountain? We have just enough for the fountain. I don't remember what we left off on. 5 is doable, yeah. Oh, cool. We can go get one of the shrines that's down in the bygone eras. Puts us as what, 38? So 2 more levels in the Fontaine, we can actually get some wishes here. But that's a lot of asking considering the fact I don't have the compass. So... Okay, that's good. Let's unmark that. So look around for a little bit more. Up there rocking out. Go guys, go. Oh wait, I was missing this one too? Oh wait, we got some achievements too. Let's 10. Only 25 from the achievements. Kitty! Back to 101. That's actually kind of funny.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
No, I want to go there now. I want to go there now, Paimon. Oh, there's a chest I didn't get. Not bomb, crap. Hey, dude. That's one. Two. How am I feeling, by the way? I'm feeling alright. Getting a little hungry, which makes sense because it's almost lunchtime. Well, I lost where I was. For the other chest, because that wasn't the one I was trying to open. Nope, Paimon's gonna yell at me. I'm too far over. Oh, I think it was this one over here. Yeah. Yeah. Love that. I just automatically tried to change to the compass. 86. 86 for bygone arrows. Crib, crib, crib. Let's see. This is a should have done this. I'll double check it. Gotta remember, that's not a bomb. Yeah, it looks like I have. Yep. Yeah, and definitely feeling hungry. That's this puzzle. And Primal's gonna yell at me if I go that way. Okay. Stupid Paimon. And I should have stopped. I think I've stopped every one of the mechanical fish. If we go down in here. Well, isn't this just pretty? Pretty sure there was a, an oculi up here.
Shower me with praise.
Be free.
Seriously?
Hard hitting it.
Time to say hello.
Locked on.
Rawr.
Bullseye.
Alright, that looks like it was part of the yeah, because it was this. Although what I find funny is they took away my my little water spouts to actually get up there. Because there was another one on the other side that they took away. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything to do here. Okay. Oh, we got Fontaine reputation. Let's go grab that. Damn, 40 off. 40 off. All right, let's run around Fontaine. Why not? What we got for 64, 90, 97. Jeez. 54, 79, 72. 82, 70. How the heck did this one get so high? the lowest. So let's just run around here. And you know what? Since I don't have the compass, I can easily just flip into the thing to give us the seeds. Because why not? I am not bothering anybody, good mecha. I am just picking flowers.
Yoo-hoo! How dare you! Take me up! Open fire! Open fire!
Can you see it?
Locked on!
You tried your best. Get to the top of the mountain. It looks like there's a Mora thing up here. Oh, no, it was eggs. It was eggs and a bird.
Let's fly! Bullseye! Bullseye!
Again, no idea which one of these I've actually done or not. Anomaly detected, okay. Yes, there is an anomaly detected, and I'm trying to shoot it down. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that one. Cool.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Yes, destination reached, but I'm trying to see if there's anything around here. I'm a guess no, but can we make it? And is there anything up here? Yes, and unfortunately the answer is no. Some of these I might have just gotten really early on because I remembered where they were. Did I do the thing with the Riptowns? I honestly don't remember.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Go! You're free now! Farewell!
Truth bomb! Smile! Take me up!
Wait, count.
Bullseye! Locked on! Fire in the hole!
Tell me what you see. Be free.
Say cheese! Ha! Bullseye!
I did not.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
That was another achievement as well. There's a consecrated beast out here? guarding Mora. I'm gonna take a guess. A chunk of the stuff I might be missing is actually underwater. Oh, well, here's something I haven't done. Or I have to, like, meet them in the middle. Oh, that just blended in.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
The dragon body is around there? Let's not run into the Fatui, thank you. Or Liam.
Ah.
What's up here? It looks like it's a telepoint. Let's take a bird's eye view.
Open fire!
No, my slime drops. Well, you more than likely sent me to a oculi. Or a chest. Shrine of the Depths. I knew where some oculi were. I mean, I guess I could bring up to that map and look for the Hydroculus. Let's see. I'm at the tippy top of one of these. It's over here. So there's nothing like really over here. So I guess. Come down here and just see. Oh, this is down below. Alright, I wasn't paying attention to that. This should all be done, actually. Oh, check that. So there was that one.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
That doesn't sound like peacemaking to me, Chaska. There's a thing for Farina.
I prefer blue myself.
Hello, Melusines.
Black's a good color, don't you think?
Is there anything through this, or just that? Does that make 4? Yeah, so one more.
Let's fly.
I am just making lucky guesses. Alright, so now we can upgrade the statue. Yeah, there usually are, and that's what I've been trying to do, but it's just trying to remember which ones I've hit. And it looks like I might not have hit too many because I'm just like, okay, interactive map, what's one that's next to a telepoint? And I somehow didn't get them. But, like I said, we have enough to actually upgrade the statue. Awesome. So that's another key. So do I have one? I do. That thing looks creepy from above. Look at it.
Your passion for treasure hunting is turning these chests into an endangered species.
Okay, we can go to the fountain. And just get that a hand in. So we'll be one off from the fountain. So we probably will just explore Fontaine tomorrow and see if we can get anything. Just to see, did I get the treasure boxes around here?
No two cases are alike.
around the upper epiclus. Good job, Auroron. 10 out of 10. What? Okay, I know I can get up there. Okay, I have a suspicion that I did get them at some point. Just because I knew it was up here. Well, he's not gonna make it, and I can't pull myself up. The only one I might not have gotten was whatever's over there. But I need to get to the top of the palais before I can do that. Not the palais. This is the opera epiclus. Oh, here we go again. If I remember right, there was a chest up here. Gliding and sprinting. Stamina. That's just sprinting. So we need gliding and sprinting. Oh, well, I didn't even need to do that. Okay, looks like I got what was ever over here, which I think was an Oculus, but I want to say there was a chest up here too. Could be wrong though. Alright, well, I guess back to Fontaine, because we are just about ready to hit lunchtime, so I am going to flip over to Star Rail and grab a little something to nosh on. And grab my phone, because I forgot to bring it in here. And 62. Yep. Uh-huh. Alright, so I think tomorrow we'll still continue to explore some Fontaine since we can get the 2 wishes from the fountain. It's just a matter of seeing if we can find enough chests without the compass. So I might have to rely on the interactive map, but at the same time, that's not great just because I don't know what I've gotten and what I haven't. Under the water might be the way to go. We'll see.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
But tomorrow will be the last push for Malvika. And if I can't get her, then I think we still go for an Effa. And we just try to jump on to whatever the lunar reactions are. And hopefully it'll work out for the best. I still plan on getting, or going for Mualani / Chaska's weapons on the second phase. And then when Nodcry comes out, if we have an Effa, we might as well try for Flynn's. And yeah, if my DPS is double up across the account, that's just the way it is. Like I said, I want to try to keep it different from my main account, but at this point, I don't think that's possible. So yeah, I'll be right back. I am going to go get a little bit of lunch, and then we'll do some Honkai Star Rail.
Sometimes the shrouded path is not meant to be walked. Move forward with blind ambition, and the smoke might suffocate you.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'm back. Not quite sure what to do for food because we have like no mayo, so like making a sandwich is kind of out. It's all right. Hey, hon, you there? We should just have Divergent Universe today. But first, we want to do this for Hyacine, because I was doing Hyacine's traces. And we're just gonna borrow Tribby, just because...
If we get into a tight spot,
I want to get the, using the support
the
unit.
future is bright. Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go!
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Riding the west wind, away we go! So make it wait. Huge news! Riding the west wind, away we go! Endless riddles, nothing but a void. Go, go, go! Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Let's go! So make it wait. Riding the west wind, away we go! Open sesame. Watch it crumble. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Go, go, go! Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Let's go! So make it wait. Riding the west wind, away we go!
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Go, go, go!
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Let's go! Riding the west wind, away we go! So make it wait.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Go, go, go! Riding the west wind, away we go! Endless riddles, nothing but a void. Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Impressive. Almost. Don't be rash. Expand your thinking. So make it wait. Huge news! Riding the west wind, away we go! Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go! Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Let's go! Riding the west wind, away we go! Have some sunshine.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Go, go, go!
Insanity. this divine power, I reforge all things. To the soul.
That's all I can do for the time being. Well, that's not true. I should have the fuel here, but because yes, I did purchase this just to get a little extra oomph on leveling some characters. Nice. So we can actually make something again. Don't think I'll do it right away, but let's do some Divergent Universe. Easy peasy.
ENTJ presence. Submit or die.
Riding the west wind, away we go! Riding the west wind, away we go!
Good job, Trivy. Gamba.
Let's take a picture.
Of the slot machine?
Submit or die.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Embrace a new life.
Go, go, go!
Now accept your punishment.
Let's go!
Now accept your punishment.
Dispel the gloom, restore the skies! Go, go, go!
May death protect us!
Have some sunshine!
give you the honor of dying in battle.
Light a way forward. There's strength in number.
Submit or die.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Riding the west wind. Away we go!
Now accept your punishment. Through my blood.
Let's go!
Now accept your punishment.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go!
Copy that art. None of those really helped.
Be careful. There's something unsettling ahead.
These Lido way forward. There's strength in number.
Submit or die.
Emerge from your cocoon.
That was a lot of ults, yeah. Kind of
The
funny.
west wind.
And here we go again.
Now accept your punishment.
Hey, hun, out of curiosity, do you
I
know
am
where the
strong.
aura gel is?
Now accept your punishment.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go!
May death protect us!
It's not in the bathroom, then no. Yeah, it's not in the bathroom, and it's not with the stuff that we had on the little section in the couch. So I'm not really sure what happened to it. No, I checked. It's not there. So I don't know if we, like, used it or it got tossed somehow when we moved. I'll pick some up when I'm out with Kim. Space cheese! Toss, maybe. Do we need to set up an appointment for you? I don't think so. Like, this is just something random right now. Let's go gambling. Oops. I meant to do these two
Lido
first.
way forward. There's strength in numbers.
Oopsie doodles.
Riding the west wind. Away we go!
punishment.
Go, go, go! Riding the west wind, away we go! Riding the west wind, away we go! Dispel the gloom, restore the skies! Let's go!
Now accept your punishment.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Embrace a new life.
Go, go, go!
Now accept your punishment.
Let's go! Dispel the gloom, restore the skies! Go, go, go! Riding the west wind, away we go! Riding the west wind, away we go!
Now accept your punishment.
Let's go!
Uh, do. Might as well buy him out. No reason not to. Last chamber.
Who can help us with this big guy? There's strength in numbers! Please light a way forward!
Submit or die.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Now accept your punishment. I am Strike.
Go, go, go! Dispel the gloom, restore
Embrace a new life.
Go, go, go!
May death protect us!
Forever doomed!
Don't be rash.
Fury upon you!
Embrace a new life.
And that's the end of that.
May death protect us! May wandering souls find their own way out.
Yay.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
All right. Easy peasy. Now the question remains, do I actually want to try to get another thing for Finon? Another orb. I mean, this has crit damage in it, which is fine, but it just rolled all into HP. Unlike Sundays. Sundays is probably the worst one. Or do we try to get another one for Sunday? Try to get an HP one, because we have the defense one with the crit damage on it. Yeah. Oh, I saw a Sunday on the build target thing, so. Alright, let's see. Let's see.
Is that it? I was
Finally
expecting
formed
something
your strength
bigger.
enough.
Watch this magic trick.
Take a look.
Don't make it wait. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go! Riding the west wind. Away we go!
Insanity! With this divine power, I reforge all things!
Wind damage. Okay. Nope. Again!
Have some sunshine. Riding the west wind. Away we go!
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Nope. HP on that, but wrong thing. I don't know if anybody's gonna need that, but speed and crit damage, I'll hold on to it.
Don't make them wait. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go!
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Let's go! Don't be rash.
Expand your thinking. Open sesame.
And dead. Imaginary. No. One more.
Riding the west wind. Away we go! Have some sunshine. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Go, go, go!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Let's go!
Ah. Damn. Double damn. Like, if this was ER, this would have been great for him. Or if it was an orb, that would be great for him. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't know who's gonna need it, but we'll keep it.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Gambling! Nothing. Really not expecting much off of that. Alright, but that's gonna do it for me today. Like I said, I have plans with a friend of mine, so she should be here fairly shortly. Gonna get a little extra lunch, because like I said, I don't have much of anything to make with stuff with here. So I'm just gonna go find a little something to nosh. I think I'm just gonna grab a cheese stick or something. And just chill until she gets here. But I'll see everybody tomorrow, and we'll make one more push for Malvika. We'll explore a little bit of Fontaine. That might be the best bet. So yeah, got a plan in motion. We'll see if it'll pan out. If should we not get Malvika. But I will see everybody tomorrow. And until then, take care.